What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, CDL Cigar and Golf. We are out here live at Craig Ranch Park, man. I got a special guest out here with me, man. Adaptive skateboarder, 2028 Olympian, Mr. Edward Jeffries in the building, man. It's gonna be a good one today, y'all. Let's get it, man. What's good with it, Pop? How you, man? Everything all right with you, man?
Sir,
appreciate you, man. Appreciate you pulling up on me, man. Look, CDL Cigar and Golf, man. I got my man Edward Jeffries in the building, man. Look, first question for you, bro. And I ask all my guests this, man. South Central LA kid, man. What was it like for you, man, growing up in the city, man? South Central Los Angeles, California.
For me, I had to like skate kind of like outside of my hood to USC just to skate. Couldn't really skate in the hood because they'd take our board.
Of course.
You feel me? So it was a little different.
Yeah.
And then plus, we didn't have no skate parks.
Yeah.
We didn't have none of this. You feel me? Nothing. So like my first time hitting the handrail was going downstairs.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Most people get to practice at a park, 2, 3 stairs, and then they work their way up. My first stair was like 7 stairs, sliding down the rail.
Wow.
Never had a chance to practice on a flat bar rail. So it was a little different skating in the hood.
Yes indeed, man. Yes indeed, man. So what first drew you to skateboarding, man? When you decided, what was it that made you decide, you know what, this is what I want to do with my life?
I seen Chad Muska. I was ditching. I seen Chad Muska sliding down. You know, he was doing a nose slide down this ledge at Venice Beach. And when he got done, I told him, let me have that skateboard. He was like, I'll give you a tech deck. And then he was like, nah. I was like, nah, I don't want no tech deck. And I was like, I want your real skateboard. And when he got done, he gave it to me. And I just kept skating. And, you know, it inspired me to just keep going.
Yes, sir, man. Look, so what can you pinpoint at a time, man, when you landed your first trick, man? When you got excited about the first real trick you landed, man, can you pinpoint that time for us, man?
Yeah, I was on 52nd between Hoover and Figueroa. At my apartment, and in front of the red steps, we always skated it. My first trick was a kickflip. You know, and I was shocked. I was beyond happy. And then from there on, my second trick was like a ollie impossible. And I thought a lot of people said it was impossible, but you know, I made it happen. And that's not a trick that you learn. A second trick, it's kind of hard.
So what was your breakthrough moment as a pro skateboarder, man?
Man.
Yeah, bro.
I had a lot of breakthrough moments.
Yeah, man.
Let me see, but like, for me, I would say like when I won the WCMX World Championship, you know, I got to speak on the news. They let my daughter speak on the news. She forgot how to spell her name. You know, just seeing that, my daughter getting starstruck, me being on the news, winning the world championship. I think that was like one of the biggest for me. Seeing my daughters, they watching me win that. Yeah, that was pretty dope. And it was like on like 4 different news channels. California, and it was skated from all around the world.
Yes, sir. Can you describe a day in the life of a pro skateboarder, man? What does that look like? Because being a pro skateboarder is not like being any other professional athlete. You know what I'm saying?
The only thing
so
is,
what goes on in the day of the life of a pro skateboarder?
Mine is different. You feel me? Me, I skate like 2-3 days out the week, but I do a lot of events. I speak a lot. You know, do a lot of motivational speaking. Do a lot of podcasts. I'm doing the Stream Vegas party tonight. You know, I just left for graduation. It's just a lot, you know. And then on top of that, I still gotta get up and skate.
That's right.
And then I might have to do it again tomorrow.
That's right.
And then I'm booked for next week too. So it's like the only thing is like it's a lot, and a lot of people don't realize how much you do to be where you are. A lot of people think it's easy, you know. Like, oh, I'm gonna just do some tricks. Nah, it's a lot more than that. I'm out here speaking. I'm out here giving back to the community. I'm out here, you know, inspiring the youth. You know, making sure they don't do what they're supposed to do.
Absolutely.
You know, and I can show somebody a route that they don't need to take that I went through, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. Now, how would you describe your style of boarding? How would you describe it, man?
My style is like freestyle. You feel me? I like freestyle. Not only that, I create my own tricks. So I do a lot of hat tricks, you know, through the legs, round the back. That's how I actually landed on the Jones Soda. Yeah, I was sliding down them stairs and putting it through my legs, sliding it on my hand. They were shocked, like, yeah. And that was another breakthrough moment too, because I landed an interview, a news segment with CBS, and I thought I was just going on the news to talk about my WCMX World Championship, and they surprised me with the Jones Soda. It was like, you on the sodas and stores.
Unbelievable.
And I was
Unbelievable,
shocked.
man. So tell the people about how you sustained these injuries, man, on both of your legs, man, and tell the people what your recovery timetable was like, man.
Well, I pretty much tore all the ligaments in this leg, and I was in and out of a wheelchair until they put like these 18-inch rods with screws over it. They were supposed to put the new ligaments in, but the doctor stole the ligaments. And then he told me I'm stuck in this brace for life. So since he stole the ligaments, and I was in physical therapy for about 4 or 5 years after every surgery, the physical therapy was like, we can't keep you in here no more because it's never gonna get better. So they told me I will never recover. I'm just pretty much stuck in the brace. So I learned how to skate with it. I learned how to walk without it. At one point, I couldn't take it off for the first like 8, 9 years. I couldn't take it off at all.
Wow.
I had to sleep with it, shower with it.
Wow.
You know.
So what, like going through that, man, what is your thought process of being told, man, you may not even walk again, man? Like what goes on in your mind at that point?
I was depressed, you know. They gave me medication for it, but I started watching videos and seen Adrian Peterson, you know, and like he won a Super Bowl champion with no ACL. So I figured, you know, maybe I can come back with no ACL and perform at a high level, and that's what I did.
Absolutely.
You know, I just never gave up.
Absolutely. So switching gears just a little bit, man, what's the most unforgettable place that you've ever put your board down at, man, that you can think of? Most unforgettable spot?
Olympics.
No question, man. Look, I led you right into that one, man. No
Real
doubt.
talk, Olympics.
Yeah,
2024 Olympics. You know, I got to perform, got to represent the USA for the adaptive division, help me pushing forward, get us to the Paralympics.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, man. That's huge, man. That's huge. And just, I know, man, since I've been following you, man, I've been inspired to really just not give up, man. And it doesn't have to be a skateboarder. This could just be life, right? In general, you've gone through so much, bro. You know, first of all, growing up where you grew up at, that's strike number one right there, right? And having these injuries that you sustain, man, and being told that you may never walk again, back to competing and getting ready to represent the U.S. at the 2028 Olympic Games, man. That's gotta be a dope feeling, bro. Has to be, man. Super, super dope, man. CDL Cigar and Golf.
I cried for like 3 days.
Straight up. I know you did, man. I know you did for sure, man.
Then I had like 100 messages from my nonprofit. You know, everybody asking me, you know, how you get to the Olympics. Everybody want to know now. Now they want to know how you get there, but it's like, come on now. I've been competing for 2 years straight from state to state.
Yes, sir.
You should have opened your eyes.
Come on, man.
I've been there. Y'all just now tuned in because y'all hear Olympics.
That's right.
But I've been a champion before the Olympics.
True story.
Yeah.
It's a true story, man. So how has the skateboard industry changed?
It changed a lot.
Since you've been involved, man. Yeah.
It changed a lot. You know, it changed in a good way and a bad way.
Sure.
Because you got, I would say, the bad way, they don't like anybody becoming pro. You know, you got to put in the work to become pro. A lot of people hear the word pro. When they hear pro, they feel like, you know, you made it. You did what you're supposed to do. But right now, you got skateboarders that's professionals, and they can't pay no bills. So how are you a professional, you know? But there's some that don't even make money, you know? They will claim that they pro, but company won't even give them anything. I've been through that myself, you know? So it's with me, I feel like a professional skateboarder. To me, it's somebody that generates money.
That's right.
But right now, anybody can generate money in skateboarding. Like, my wife inspired me at the time. We were sitting down, watching TV, and she was like, you see that kickflip that boy did on the commercial? It was whack. You kickflip way better than him, and he get money for it.
That's a real partner right there.
And you know, and that made me open my eyes. Like, you know, I never looked at it like getting paid, but hey, if I can do it, let's do it.
Yes, sir.
And I did it, so it's part of the game. You put in the work, you're gonna get paid for it. But a lot of people don't realize all money ain't good money. You know, you got some cats that's paying people and they can't do a trick. They can't even perform. You tell them come do an interview or something, they can't even do nothing. You'd be shocked, like, hold on. Oh, you were showing them a whole bunch of old stuff.
Yeah,
look.
yeah.
You got a lot of those, you know.
Hey, look, I got the interview.
I got stuff from 15 years ago, but what could you do right now if we send you to this tournament? You know, you got a lot of cats like that. You know, not saying you can't get back and do it, but there's a lot of people that do it, but don't take it seriously. You feel me? They want to reap the benefits. You know, they like, well, a skateboard, he getting invited here, there. So they feel like, oh, now I'm gonna get invited. But nah, I'm still out performing. I'm still representing the United States. I'm still inspiring other kids and even adults, you know. I get stories from people that get shot in their head. They like, bro, you inspired me to not give up. I get people from football stories. The parents be like, hey, my son tore his ACL, and I showed him your story, and now he's inspired that he can come back and, you know, so like, a lot of people that get hurt like this, you wouldn't expect them to make it as far as I did, you know. So I inspire a lot of people around the world, and that actually motivates me, you know, by reading these stories. Like, whoa, you had brain surgery. I heard, brain surgery, people getting shot, and I keep all the stories, save them, you know. One day I'm gonna just post 20 of these, you know, random messages from, you know, people that's inspired by my story.
So what role do sponsors play in your career as a skateboarder?
The role it plays?
Yeah.
It plays a lot, you know,
Yeah.
from drinking water, having energy shots in the morning, to shoes, socks, shorts, shirt, hat, you know, just by them giving me product, giving me money to represent their product. Like, the sponsorship can work in different ways, you know. Just like I have the soda with Jones Soda, that's in stores worldwide. You know, I do skate for different board companies, you know. I do represent Official Genius out here in Las Vegas, Nevada. You know, I represent a company called Claire Cream. It's basically like a body recovery cream. And they also came out with a soap, body wash, deodorants for all skin types. You feel me? So having sponsors, it can do a lot, you know.
Yes, sir, man. So what advice would you give to kids, man, looking to become pro?
If you're looking to become pro, to me, I would say get out there and practice and work hard every day, you know. Try to get your name out there as much as you can. Go to different states, get into different tournaments, and that's how you leave your mark. You don't even have to always win out the state, you know. You could just, they can see you and be like, oh, he did real good. Where he from? They know you're not from here, but they'll remember you. Then you go back again. Once you win, it's up from there. You're going to start getting invitations to different events. But a lot of people be stuck here in the city, you know. They don't know how to get out of the city. And that's why I started my organization, Kick Push, to help skateboarders make it outside of their city with traveling, funding, food, boards, you know, stuff like that. That's what we specialize in.
Man, that's a beautiful thing, man. So what motivates you, man, to keep pushing boundaries, man? I mean, you going through what you've been through, man. Again, being told that you may not even be able to walk, brother. What motivates you, man, to just keep pushing these boundaries, man, every single day, bro?
Just by like how far I came, you know, like I went from skating in front of a smoke shop to skating at the Rolling Loud Olympics, closing ceremony of the Paralympics and the handover ceremony. You know, just doing all these events, the magic show, speaking on stage, like it's just all these events that I just keep getting invited to. It motivates me, you know. I'm doing an event next week in Oceanside with the mayor, with some legendary skaters, Tony Alva, Jamie Thomas, just doing these events with all these people and being able to be there and, you know, be present. That inspires me, you know, because I was in a wheelchair in and out. Like, I used to be stuck at home doing nothing. The moment I touched my skateboard, my whole family would be like, "You stupid. What the hell are you doing? You see what happened?" So I went through that a lot, you know. So by me just being able to do all these events and shows, and people keep inviting me. I just spent a week up at Camp Woodward. I couldn't even afford to go to Camp Woodward as a kid. Wow. Now I get invited there, you know, so. And then I'm going to different countries too, getting invited to different countries. That will motivate anybody, you know. So
that's amazing, bro.
I got to keep going. I got to show the people that's watching me and think I'm a fail.
That's right.
No time soon, you know. I'm trying to win a gold medal, you know. If we get to compete in LA 2028, you know, I'm taking home a gold.
Coming back with some
I'm always a podium skater,
that's
you know,
right.
First, second, third. So
that's real.
You know, I'm happy with either one.
That's a real thing.
I'm not gonna lie
man.
to you.
That's a real thing,
you
man.
know?
Now, you just recently had a new addition to your family.
New baby.
How do you balance skateboarding with other aspects of your life, man?
Now that's a new one for me right now because you know I got a son who just graduated high school, a daughter in 10th grade, and a daughter that just started school. So the new baby, you know, my wife took a little hit, you know, hard hit with this one, so I had to step up and do a lot, but it's nothing to me, you know, raising the baby. I got 3 girls already and a boy, so it's nothing. But the skating part, it was kind of hard to when I want to go skate, you know. I skate once a week now because I'm with the baby, you know.
That's right. Of course, man, of course. Look, man, CDL Cigar and Golf, man. We here at Craig Ranch Skate Park, man. I'm here with the great Edward Jeffries, man. Look, so outside of skating, what other hobbies, man, do you pursue, man? What else do you like doing, man, outside of this board and wheels, man?
Man, I do it all.
Yes, sir. Yes,
I do it all. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yes, sir.
I like to cook. You know?
Okay.
You know, I like to go snowboarding. You know, a lot of people wouldn't think I snowboard. Yeah, I snowboard with these braces on. You could do anything you put your mind to. You know, because when I turned 36, I was like, I want to go snowboard. I'm 40 now, but I'm like, I want to go snowboard. And they're like, you ain't snowboarding. I'm like, bro, if I can skateboard, I can snowboard. That's right. I went snowboarding for the first time. I was hitting the jumps, the ramps, going fast. I learned how to, you know, I wanted to snowboard my whole life. So it's like I watch people snowboard. I learned just by watching, just like skateboarding. If you watch, you know, you study it, you're going to learn it.
That's right. That's right, man. So what are your goals, man, in this next stage of your career? What do you look to accomplish, man, going forward?
I would love to win a Olympic or Paralympic gold medal for the United States of America. And I would love to have my own skate facility here so the kids from Nevada can have an opportunity to make it to X Games and Olympics and, you know, have a good training facility with some AC because it's really hot. It's really cold out here, you know. They actually recently just tore down our park at Desert Breeze. We have our own skate park, our obstacles inside the hockey court. I've been on the news twice for it. They actually came and ripped it up and threw it in the trash after the Olympics. Don't make no sense. Like, you know, that's not cool. So now, you know, I want to go down and see if I can get a grant from the community for my nonprofit to build our own so we don't have to go through nothing like that. You know, that's what I want to leave behind. If I can accomplish that, I would be happy. An indoor skate park, outdoor skate park. And I will be going to other countries to get them into skateboarding, you know, because skateboarding is a new sport in the Olympics now. So my hometown, my family is from Belize. So I already went to Belize and I was on the news there just a few months ago because I went to the Olympics because my parents are there. So they were excited. And I told them that I want to be the first one to like give them the equipment and help them throw events through my nonprofit. So I would love to start throwing tournaments worldwide. Belize will be the first stop.
Oh, man.
I love for you to be there.
Crazy,
You
man,
feel me?
that'd be crazy. And
Yeah, we give back to
Belize.
another third world country and
crazy.
help them stay out of, you know, trouble.
I'd love to do that, bro.
Get the kids something
put
to
me
do.
Down, bro. Put me in the slot.
Let's go. Get the
Put
kids
me in the
something
slot,
to do.
Man. We're
Let's
going
go.
to Belize, man, straight up.
Let's do it.
Look, man, last question for you. How do you hope to leave your mark on the skateboarding world? What do you want to be remembered by, man? Edward Jeffries, man, when they say your name for the last time, what do you want to be remembered by?
I want them to remember me as the kid with the Forrest Gump braces on his leg.
Yeah.
And he was a young black man.
Yes, sir.
Represented the Olympics. The first black man in the world for the adaptive division to represent. So if this takes off, just know I'm one of the first ones to go there to leave the mark for the new ones. You know, that's a good, you know, footprint I feel like I left at Olympics, you know. Not a lot of black people make it to the Olympics. We got Nigel Houston. He's in the regular division, you know, and then you got me. You know, I'm in adaptive division. So that right there is a big mark, you know. So I love to like write a book and let kids read about my story. Let them know don't ever give up, no matter how many surgeries you have. You know, it could be leg, ankle, brace, it don't matter. Just keep pushing forward, never give up. Chase your dreams.
That's real, man. But look, man, I want to thank you, brother.
Yes,
For
sir.
taking your time out, man. To holler at CDL Cigar and Golf, man. You know you're welcome back with us anytime you feel like it, brother.
Let me know anytime.
Appreciate you, man. Big time. Look, man, I'm your guy, Donnell Thomas, man. We out here at Craig Ranch Skate Park, man. I'm with the great adaptive skateboarder, man, Mr. Edward Jeffries in the building, man.
Sir.
Appreciate y'all showing love.
Check it out.
Love, G.
Jeez.
Sir.